So, one of the most hated characters in Gravity Falls literally caused the apocalypse, and fans still defend her. Meanwhile, Bill Cipher, the actual demon villain who tried to destroy reality, is more beloved than some of the heroes. Yeah, this is gonna get wild. Stick around because some of these picks are gonna make you go, wait, what? Today we're breaking down the most loved and the most hated characters from the show, and trust me, some of these are gonna surprise you. Grunkle Stan is probably the most universally loved character in the entire show, which is insane when you think about it, because this man is literally a criminal. He's a con man. He lies to everyone. He fakes his own death. He uses 2 kids as free labor at his tourist trap. On paper, terrible person. But somehow, we all love him anyway. Here's why it works. Stan has layers, real ones. At first, you think he's just this grumpy old dude who's kinda selfish and only cares about money. But then, slowly, piece by piece, you realize everything he's done, every lie he's told, every shady scheme, it's all been for one reason: his brother. This man spent 30 years of his life living in poverty, being a social outcast, committing crimes, all to bring Ford back from another dimension. 30 years. That's not just dedication, that's love. Plus, his one-liners are absolutely iconic. Fans still quote him constantly, and Alex Hirsch voicing him just adds this perfect layer, because you can feel how much love went into the character. Stan feels real. He's that one uncle everyone has who tells inappropriate jokes at family dinners.
Where were you yesterday?
I got hit by a bus!
Hilarious!
But would also take a bullet for you without hesitation. That's why he tops the loved list, no contest. Now here's where things get spicy. Mabel Pines. She's literally one of the 2 main protagonists of the show, right? But she has a massive hate following. Like, there are entire Reddit threads dedicated to why people can't stand her. And the wildest part? Bill Cipher himself calls her selfish in the show. The big controversy comes from Weirdmageddon. Mabel literally handed Bill Cipher exactly what he needed to start the apocalypse. She got so caught up in her own feelings about not wanting summer to end that she trusted a sketchy demon, and boom, reality starts falling apart. Fans argue she's incredibly selfish, that she never really learns from her mistakes, and that Dipper constantly has to sacrifice what he wants to make her happy while she rarely does the same for him. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets divided. Other fans jump in defending her, saying she's 12 years old. She's a kid. Both twins are flawed. That's the point. Dipper has his own issues with obsession and paranoia. The Mabel debate is still raging in 2024 and 2025, making her possibly the most polarizing character in the entire series. You either love her energy and optimism, or you think she's the worst, and there's not much middle ground. It's honestly fascinating how one character can split a fan base this hard. Bill Cipher is the main villain of Gravity Falls. He's a literal demon who wants to destroy reality and turn existence into his personal nightmare playground. He manipulates people, he tortures them psychologically. He's responsible for basically every bad thing that happens in the series, and yet fans are absolutely obsessed with him. The Bill Cipher fan base is enormous. There's endless fan art, cosplays, memes, analysis videos. People get tattoos of this triangle demon. Why does it work? Pure charisma. Bill is entertaining every single second he's on screen. His design is unique and memorable. His voice, acting by Alex Hirsch, is perfection, and he's genuinely threatening while also being hilarious. He's got this manic energy that's just magnetic. The love to hate him thing doesn't even apply here because fans just straight up love him. And when the Book of Bill dropped in 2024, the fandom went absolutely crazy. New lore, new insights into his character, and it just reinforced why he's remained such an icon almost a decade after the show ended. Bill Cipher is proof that sometimes the villain can steal the entire show, and nobody minds at all. Early Pacifica Northwest was hated, like genuinely disliked by almost everyone watching. She's introduced as this spoiled rich girl who literally pays people to be her friends, bullies Mabel for no reason, and acts like she's better than everyone. Classic mean girl archetype, and fans were not here for it. Then Northwest Mansion mystery happened. That one episode completely flipped the script. Suddenly we see that Pacifica's awful behavior comes from her controlling, abusive parents. We see her actually make the choice to do the right thing, even when it costs her everything her family values. And just like that, the fan base did a complete 180. Pacifica became one of the most popular characters practically overnight. Fans started shipping her with Dipper hard. Her redemption arc is held up as one of the best executed character developments in the show. The only criticism? Some fans feel like after her redemption, she lost a bit of her personality and became a little too soft. But overall, Pacifica is the perfect example of how to take a hated character and turn them into someone beloved. It's all about without giving them depth and showing why they are the way they are. Robbie Valentino, this emo teenager who dates Wendy and becomes Dipper's rival. Fans do not like this guy. The main complaint? He adds nothing to the show except being an obstacle in a love triangle that nobody really cared about. He's just kinda there, being moody and annoying, and when his storyline wraps up, most people were just relieved he'd be showing up less. Fun fact that made things worse. His voice actor TJ Miller got involved in some serious controversies back in 2017, and that kind of retroactively made fans dislike Robbie even more. It's one of those situations where real-life stuff bleeds into how people view the character. Then there's Gideon Gleeful. Now, Gideon is interesting because he works as a villain, but fans find him genuinely unsettling in a bad way. His obsession with Mabel is creepy. He's supposed to be cute and threatening at the same time, but mostly he just makes viewers uncomfortable. The constant "Mabel will be mine" thing gets old fast, and while he serves his purpose in the plot, he's definitely not a character people rewatch episodes for. You kinda just want him off the screen. Both Robbie and Gideon fall into that category of characters who are irritating by design, but maybe a little too irritating for their own good. Soos Ramirez is the definition of a gentle giant. He's the comic relief character, but he's got so much heart that he never feels like just a joke. The episode Soos and the Real Girl showed real depth to his character, dealing with loneliness and self-worth, and fans loved seeing that vulnerability. Soos is genuine, he's loyal, he's funny without trying too hard, and he's just a good person. That's why people love him. There's no pretense, no hidden agenda. He's exactly who he appears to be, and in a show full of mysteries and deception, that's actually really refreshing. Wendy Corduroy is effortlessly cool. She's strong, independent, doesn't take nonsense from anyone, and she's a genuinely supportive friend to Dipper, even though she knows about his crush and has to navigate that awkwardness. During Weirdmageddon, she goes full Mad Max mode and becomes this badass survivor, and fans ate it up. Dipper's crush on her makes total sense because, honestly, who wouldn't have a crush on Wendy? She's probably the most universally liked character with basically zero haters. Both Soos and Wendy represent characters who are just fundamentally good people doing their best, and in a show that gets pretty dark and complex, having those anchors of positivity matters. They balance out the chaos, and fans appreciate them for exactly what they are. Stanford Pines is a weird case because he was introduced pretty late in the series, and fan reactions were split right down the middle. Some fans absolutely love Ford. He's mysterious, he's brilliant, he's got this whole adventurer vibe, and the reveal of his existence was one of the show's biggest moments. His complicated relationship with Stan and their eventual reconciliation is genuinely moving. But other fans feel like Ford messed up the dynamic the show had built. There's this argument that Ford kind of stole Dipper away from Stan, creating this divide where Dipper starts idolizing Ford and pulling away from the family unit that had been established. Some viewers felt like Ford got too much focus too quickly, and it shifted the show's balance in a way that didn't quite work for everyone. The thing is, Ford's relationship with Stan is really the selling point. Their reconciliation, the reveal that Stan spent 3 decades bringing him back, the complexity of their rivalry and love for each other, that's powerful stuff. But because he came in so late and changed the dynamic so dramatically, he'll always be a divisive character. You either think he's a fantastic addition, or you wish the show had stayed focused on the core trio of Dipper, Mabel, and Stan. Here's what's crazy about Gravity Falls. The characters are written so well that even the ones people hate have passionate defenders. 9 years after the show ended, fans are still arguing about whether Mabel was selfish or just a realistic 12-year-old. Bill Cipher is still dominating as everyone's favorite villain. The debates never stop. That's the mark of incredible character writing. Alex Hirsch created people, not just cartoon characters. Whether you love them or hate them, they stick with you. They feel real. They make you feel something. And honestly, that's what makes Gravity Falls legendary. These characters live in your head rent-free years after you finish the show, and very few series can pull that off. Drop a comment and let me know which character you love or hate the most and why, because I guarantee we could argue about this for hours.